Hi, fans, and welcome to our Georgia Lottery Coaches Corner. I'm Mike Foltz, the broadcaster for the Gladiators, and I'm joined here by the head coach of the Glads, Jeff Pyle. And Coach, last night it was a 4-0 shutout win. Obviously, Tyler Parks with 39 saves in net. He was fantastic. But as a group, you have to feel pretty good about the way that your team responded last night.
Yeah, I thought we played pretty well, and it was a good team effort defensively. Parks made the saves he had to, but I thought we were a little more patient. Again, we mix up the lines and we get some scoring from some guys that, had some chances and were playing well and didn't get any luck. So it was nice to see all three of those guys score. Turnsley's, earned one, Kobe's earned one, and even, Cameron's been here for a little while, but he's had some chances. So it was a real positive thing for everybody, I think, and it was a good defensive effort for us too.
How much is depth scoring going to play a factor in this team's success moving forward here?
Well, the thing about it is it's huge. You saw at the beginning of the season, we got off to a good start because all three lines were going and, the power play wasn't going. And so I always told the guys, you're not always going to have the depth. So that's why you got to be smart so the power play can kick in and the penalty kill can shut teams down. And that, again, last night was a huge thing. We got a power play goal on a regroup, which was still good that we got a good shot by Nogi, great pass by Tim. But we need those goals. So it's important that we stick to our systems because we started putting a lot of pucks to the net last night and guys were driving the net, which creates offense. And so we need to understand what works and what doesn't and file the stuff that doesn't and continuously rerun the stuff that does. It's just, to me, it's common sense. So when we're smart, we're good.
You mentioned mixing up the lines, which you did a pretty significant amount of last night. What forward group were you most impressed with out there last night?
I don't know. Like all of them played well. It doesn't even look as one group when they're all doing the same thing. So it was just the movement of the puck. I told the guys we're stagnating. We're going three guys down the ice straight all the time. And I said, we got to start changing lanes. We got to, we always talk about taking chances and, opening our, I'm really big. When I went over to Europe, we started doing a lot of different things that I hadn't done before. And things like crossing and dropping a little bit more and leaving pucks behind and letting guys pick them up. It just creates a lot of chaos. And we did that well last night to reopen up some different lanes for ourselves. So it wasn't any one line. It was just the thought of the three guys that hadn't scored getting on the board because that's a big part of us winning is everybody being part of it. So I was more happy for those guys. I was great for the defensive effort from everybody. And then Parksy's shutout was big too. We played 60 minutes.
Well, the grind continues here tonight. This is the third game here in 4 games in 5 days. It's the second game of a 3-3. What are the lines going to look like tonight? Are you going to make any changes up front, or is it going to look mostly the same as what we saw yesterday evening?
Well, it's going to be the same. I mean, in the end, Turnsley, I can run Turnsley through any line in any situation. So that was the biggest depth part was, we finally played with 10 forwards again for the first time in a while. So that helped out a lot. So the lines are going to stay the same. I'll just keep throwing everybody out there, trying to get some guys some rest. And I told them we have to learn how to play the 4 games in 5 days and not chase it. And last night we were really good at being patient and taking advantage of our opportunities. And we got to do the same thing tonight and the same thing tomorrow. And then even with rest, you don't change the game. You do the same thing every night until you get good at it. And then when you have extra energy, you can open up a little bit more. When you don't, you know what you're supposed to do. So that's what I'm trying to put through their heads right now.
Who are you going with in net tonight, Coach?
I'm going to go with Parks again. Usually when there's a shutout, I let him run it.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight here.
Thanks, Mike.
All right. That is the head coach of the Atlanta Gladiators, Jeff Pyle, on our Georgia Lottery Coaches Corner.